I'm Sally Sirkin Lewis, and I'm president and founder of J. Robert Scott, which we started, myself and my husband, 37 years ago, 1972 actually. And it was I didn't really want to be with everybody else, which was Robertson Boulevard at that time. I know it's very different now, it's all fashion. But in those days, that was where the furniture district was. I didn't want to be too far, close enough so people could walk or take their car to, but I didn't want to be with the maddening crowd. I wanted to be very individual. I am sort of chief cook and bottle washer. I do the designing of all the furniture, all the textiles, the lighting, everything that J. Robert Scott produces. For the most part, I'd say 99% of what we produce, I design. And we manufacture here in Los Angeles. I'm very proud of that. It's really all made in America, other than the textiles, which we use mills, rather, all over the world. Our silks have always come from Bangkok. We do wools from UK, Australia, Italy. We deal with mills in France, in the Netherlands, just almost everywhere. I think it's about 68 different mills in about 18 countries. And we produce our furniture all in our own factory, right here in Los Angeles. We inventory our veneers, and so we select them when they go on a particular piece of furniture. And for the most part, we deal in very exotic veneers. The type of furniture that we manufacture is basically contemporary, soft-edged though. Not as many people think of contemporary as being very hard-edged, very square. Mine is not. I've always loved the softness of the kind of furniture I design. It's very clean, understated. I'd say on the luxurious side. I love luxury. I love beautiful quality fabrics. I think fabrics have to feel good as well as look good. I like veneers to look like art, like paintings, like a contemporary abstract painting. I think we do fabulous techniques with our veneers. My inspirations for design come from everywhere. If it's textiles, it can come from the bark of the trees on Cannon Drive while I was walking my dogs. All of a sudden it hit me. Now, they've been there for 20-something years that I've lived there on that street. But I was walking the dogs one day and I looked at we have those fabulous palm trees on Cannon Drive. And all of a sudden one day I realized, look at this fantastic gray-brown of these trunks. So that became the essence for a collection I called Forests. And I based that whole collection on those gray-browns and the neutrals that would work with it. I've used the spices from my spice cabinet for a collection I called Spices. In textiles, in furniture. Inspiration comes from everywhere, particularly when I was traveling so much and traveling throughout Europe. I remember walking the streets in Rome and seeing those incredible overdoors, the architecture, and thought, my God, what a fabulous mirror that would make, that overdoor. The beautiful mosaics in the churches all through Italy were so contemporary in design, and they were centuries and centuries old. All of that is an inspiration. And I was going up to a little town in Japan, Karizawa, which is a skiing resort in Japan, and as we were on the train, and as we crossed the river, I was looking out at the scenery, and I said, oh my God, look at that fantastic bridge. What a console that would make, because the structures that held up this bridge. And that became my Kananda console, and that was done in the early 80s when I worked in Japan, and it is still one of our best-selling consoles.